royal fans started accusing Meghan Markle of copying her podcast idea from American author Caroline Myss's book titled Archetypes, Who Are You? Shortly after Spotify announced that the Duchess will host a podcast series this summer. Spotify said in a statement that Meghan Markle will host Archetypes, a new series investigating the labels and stereotypes that try to hold women back. Taking to social media, some royal fans wondered whether the former American actress is plagiarizing Caroline Myss's work. Commenting on Spotify's statement, a user wrote, "My guess is Meghan read this book and copied her entire podcast idea from it." Besides, Meghan Markle's new podcast discussing sexist stereotypes has received the thumbs down from many of her fans. Listeners predicted the new series, titled Archetypes, will be a snooze fest after hearing it would be streamed in Spotify. In a press release, representatives for the Duchess of Sussex said the podcast will investigate the labels that try to hold women back, and feature conversations with women and experts about how these typecasts shape narratives. But some royal fans have been left underwhelmed by the announcement, slamming it as unoriginal. It follows shortly after the former royal released a statement confirming that the long-awaited Spotify series would be arriving this summer. One disgruntled fan wrote, "It's been done before. Nothing new here, and academics get paid a fraction of what Markle does." Another rudely reacted to the teaser, saying, "Please, kill me." While a third simply stated, "Snoozefest." The announcement didn't mention Prince Harry, and the teaser episode seems to confirm that solo host Meghan will be focusing on female role models. One Twitter user questioned the Prince Harry's absence, writing, "And what is her husband's role in this?" Addressing clips of sexist stereotypes in the episode, Meghan says, "This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflects women back to us. But where do these stereotypes come from?" The Duchess of Sussex also teases the types of guests listeners can expect to hear from, noting, "I'll have conversations with women who knew all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives. And I'll talk to historians to understand how we even got here in the first place." This is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. The new title is a departure from the Duchess' original Archetypes audio project that she announced with her husband Prince Harry in December 2020. In other news, The View guest host Lindsay Granger criticized Kate and Prince William for not taking a stand against racism following their royal tour to the Caribbean. The royal couple have faced protests and calls to remove the Queen as head of state in Jamaica during their time abroad. Ms. Granger went on to compare the Cambridges to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. She said, "I don't think that William and Kate have ever stepped out in the way that we've seen Harry and Meghan step out on a line and take a stand. That's problematic that they towed the line, so I don't think that we're going to get very far with these two." She added, "I don't think it would be William to do anything just because we saw that bombshell interview with Oprah, Harry, and Meghan. William was the first one to jump out and say it wasn't me, it wasn't racism. To me, that's just disturbing because I read a Newsweek article and people in different Caribbean countries, they want to be acknowledged, like seen and heard, that's the minimum. The royal family paying them back probably isn't going to happen, so I'm trying to say start by seeing and hearing them is probably at least legitimate." It comes as William has denounced slavery as abhorrent, saying it should never have happened as he addressed the issue following days of protests calling for reparations from the royal family. William expressed his profound sorrow at the forced transportation of millions of people from Africa to the Caribbean and North America, a trade which British monarchs either supported or profited from during the 17th and 18th centuries. Speaking during his visit to Jamaica with Kate, he echoed the words of his father, the Prince of Wales, and described the slave trade as an appalling atrocity that stains our history, and he went on to acknowledge Jamaica's pain. The Cambridges tour of Belize, Jamaica and the forthcoming final leg in the Bahamas has prompted demonstrations and statements calling for an apology from the royal family. The future king did not say sorry, just as his father Charles had not during his trip to witness Barbados become a republic. But he praised the Windrush generation of Caribbeans who arrived in the UK a few years after the Second World War to help rebuild the nation depleted by 6 years of conflict.